The very first thing, if raise your hand if you're not a core elite. Okay, then this piece is a 100% for you. Okay, the very first thing that you have to do, you have to make a decision that I will be core elite by this date. Because if you don't put that date by it, it's not going to happen. Y'all follow me? So if you're not a core elite, put the date down. Put the date down. And I'll help you with that. You have to put a date within 7 days of today. Because core elite is a week or the 2 week, maybe a 30-day game plan. But most of the people in here have been around a little longer, so it's not like you're just starting today. Does that make sense? Some people can call in the day, some people in the week. But I'm going to give you the plan. And the thing I want to share with you, I'm not just telling you stuff and say, all right, go do it. I'm going to share with you how to do it. And it still has to be up to you to just do it. Does that make sense? Put down, I will be core elite, and pick a date. Pick a date and a day, and write it down. Okay? And then when you get home, put that information somewhere where you can see it. Whether it's on your refrigerator, whether it's in your bathroom. But in my opinion, if that desire isn't there, you're not going to go for it. You got to make a decision that you're going to flat out go for it. Because I promise you, if it came down to you or your kids will not eat after that specific date, I promise you would do it. Mm-hmm. I promise you. Or Mr. Lee said, all the new core elites that are core elite by next week, I'm giving an extra $1,000 bonus. There is no doubt about it you would do it. Just because you see immediate gratification. And does that make sense? Yeah. All right, the first thing you got to do, again, if you're not a core elite, this is the first thing you got to do. You have to, once you decide the date and the time when you're going to get there, you have to make a list. It doesn't matter how many times you made a list. You have to write down about 30 to 40 names of anybody you know in the world. You have to write them down because most people say, I got the list, it's in my head. That ain't no list. Okay? You can have the list of contacts, but again, if we're in business, your list is your blueprint, your game plan. You should have access to a list every day. Okay? Make that list, again, 30 to 40 people anywhere you know in the world. Don't worry about do you think they would do it. Because one thing that'll slow you down is prejudging. I'm telling you folks, because you don't know what somebody's going through. You don't know what their needs are. A lot of times you don't know what their health needs or their financial needs. Because most people ain't going to tell you that they're struggling financially. That's just human nature. They just won't. That is, y'all do know that, right? Because there's people in my family, brother, I know you need it. Nah, I'm good. All right, man. All right. Anybody realize that? Yeah. Make that list, okay? Now, when you make that list, it's important that we group the list into 3 groups. This is the $1 million secret. The first group, group 1, because once you make your list first, don't group it as you make it. Make the list first, and then go back and put these 1s, 2s, and 3s beside it. The group 1 are the people that look up to you. Nieces, nephews, people that would do you a favor. If you had a flat tire, who would you call? If you needed $50 for something, who would you call? You needed $20, who would you call? These people that would do you a favor just because you're you. Okay? People that like to be around you. People that like to, hang out with you. People that call you for advice. That's group 1. Group 2 are your peers, co-workers, family, people that know you the most. They got history with you. Okay? Group 3 are the people you look up to, that you call for advice, that you like to be around. Yes. Group 2 are your peers, like family, co-workers, people that know you the most, they got history with you. Okay? Everybody with me so far? All right, group 3, the people you look up to. In the very beginning, like today, again, in my opinion, if we're trying to go core elite in a week, everything has to be about today. You follow me? What am I going to do today? Okay? Yes, sir.
Okay, after we get these people in different groups,
Then what we do? That's what I'm about to give you, brother. I promise you, I'm about to give you that right now. All right? He said, man, stay on track, baby, stay on track. Yeah. All right. Once you have those 3 groups, okay? We start with group 1. The reason why, because group 2 is going to challenge you. Group 2 is going to say, Shirley, you in one of these businesses again, how much money you made? That's right. Group 3 is going to look at you, what you mean you asking me, am I open? Come on, man, you look up to me. You follow me? So group 2 and 3 are going to challenge you the most. So let's create some success. Group 1, those are individuals you can get to look at it based on your relationship with them. And the conversation go like this. If Chris, let's say Chris is considered a group 1. It doesn't mean he's beneath me. It doesn't mean he'll do what I tell you. I just think my relationship with Chris will do me a favor because who we are. Whether we go to church together, work together, neighborhood together, or just friends, I think Chris would do me a favor. So the conversation will go something like this. Hey Chris, what's going on, man? I just came back from this exciting event. I just partnered up with this major investment team. And I think it's going to be something special. Chris, I really need you to take a look at this because this may be something that we can do together. Now I say it again, this is just because the key thing is, Chris, I found something and I thought about you. I really need you to take a look at this and meet some of these people because this may be something that we can do together. That's the key part. Because remember group 1, and then when I say this may be something that we can do together, I need you to take a look at it. Well, I need you to meet Darius Montgomery. I need you to meet Olivia Murray. These are some special people that's helping me every step of the way. I already told them a little bit about you. So now that strokes his ego a little, right? I already told them a little bit about you and what you're currently doing in the community. And based on what I told them, they'd be willing to maybe meet with you for about 30, 45 minutes to share with you what we got going on. And I know I said a lot, but I want you to get the gist of it, and I'll say it again. Because again, I really believe you have to know what you're going to say before you pick that phone up. Because as humans, we can't think and talk at the same time. I remember like in school, what's the answer? You raise your hand, oh, it's, yeah, that's it. It don't work. But if you know what you're going to say, and I really believe, and you can say the same things, that allows you to build your belief. Because if you're thinking and talking on every call, nah. Again, group 1. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? Did I catch you at a good time? Hey, man, just giving you a quick call. I just partnered up with this major investment team, and Chris, I'm flat out excited. And I really want you to take a look at it, or I really want you to meet Mr. Bill Wood. These are some special people. I thought about you, and this may be something that we can do together. You follow me? So then we're going to move to a call or an event or whatever we got going on. You follow me? So what that answer is I peeped him, and I hope you caught when I talked to him, I didn't say nothing about T&I.
Right.
There's 2 things that we talk about, 1 or 2. Mad team or person. You follow me? Mad team or person. I just partnered up with this major investment team called the Making a Difference team or the Mad team, however you want to say it. Okay? And I met some individuals, and I think this may be something, Chris, that you and I could do together. I've been working with a gentleman, Darius Montgomery, real sharp, helped me every step of the way. I really think you need to take a 20-second phone call or a 2-minute phone call so you can hear what's going on right here in the area. Group 1 will move like that, okay? The purpose of we go at group 1, because group 2 is going to challenge you. But the purpose is, that's why we have to get to Core Elite now, because facts tell, stories sell. I said again, facts tell, stories sell. The thing that you have to do, like yesterday, is you have to create your story. Everybody, you have to create a story, some type of success story. And you can create that over the next 7 days. It doesn't matter how long you've been in. That's why when you hear Brandon, Missouri, or Art Lee of Valencia Palmfield, they always say, how long they've been in. For example, you ever notice when somebody comes to the front of the room, you might say, or gives a testimony, I've been involved with T&I. For my stories, I've been involved with 2 years. My first hour, I got promoted to Core Elite. Within 2 months, I hit Jade. Within 13 months, I hit Pearl. Within 15 months, I hit Pro Elite. That's a story. You follow me? So you have to create your story. And Brandon tells me every day that we're not hitting our goal, our story's getting worse. You probably can picture him saying that, right? Think about that. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. If you're not a Core Elite, every day that we're not hitting Core Elite, the story is just getting watered down. But when you hit Core Elite, you don't have to worry like, man, I've been involved in this 2 years and I hit Core Elite. No, man, over the last 7 days, this is what happened. Over the last 7 days, I got 3 new business partners, and now my operation is growing. You follow me? So you can create your story from today. You have to. You live and die by your story. Facts tell, stories sell. That's why you even notice you hear people say those things. You follow me? Then it's 3 stories that you have to create and have to be able to share. Okay? You have to be able to share a downline story. I was involved maybe 5 or 6 months. I met a gentleman, met a family, Bill and Gloria Wood. They was able to hit Core Elite within their first few days. They was able to hit Jade within their first couple of months. They hit Pearl in 6, 7 months. Okay? You have to be able to tell any story down the line. So that's why if you're a Jade or you're a Core Elite, the next phase of this, you have to promote a Core Elite. You follow me? Because now you have a downline story to share. You have to be able to share a downline story. You have to be able to share your story and a upline story. So and the best people in this industry are awesome storytellers. Does that make sense a little bit? Yeah. So if you're not a Core Elite, did that give you a little bit to help you get there? But I'm telling you folks, it's an inside job. Focus on group 1, set a tea party, I mean, if that's possible, or set something up where you can get people in front of people. Because if you're not in my opinion, if you hadn't hit the Core Elite yet, and you have not had a tea party, hint, hint, clue, clue, they go together. Does that make sense? I remember when I first got started, I had a tea party that day. And I mean, a lot of people have done the same thing. If you haven't had, again, you don't never have to do it. All I'm doing is giving you a tip. Because we're all independent business owners. If you're not a Core Elite and you haven't had a tea party, you have to set that up today. Let's set a date up. You will have somebody come, all you have to do is invite, just like we just talked about. You invite, and somebody will come do the tea party for you. Take about an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and then share the information. That's a tip. You know, set a tea party.